What's going on? Welcome back to Lost on Drafts. You know who you're back with, Zach and Junior. Alright, so we're gonna get this thing started with the alcohol, and then I got a story. So last week I had the Jim Beam Kentucky Fire. So I thought it was on the right. Well, he thought it was on the right that we continue with the Jim Beam. So we got the Jim Beam honey mixed with the Diet Dr Pepper.
That we had left over from last week.
Yeah, Dr Pepper's a little flat.
Yeah,
but I'll be honest with you. I think it's kicking more than the damn fire is.
It's pretty good. I mean, just a concoction to be thrown together.
Yeah,
it's pretty banging.
It's not like it's got like a sweet flavor to it. So if you're into sweet shit, try it. Jim Beam honey and Diet Dr Pepper. Or if you're a Coke fan, whatever soda I prefer Diet.
You
Dr.
never know
Pepper.
what you're gonna come up with once you start mixing shit. Like I said, who would have ever thought that honey and Dr Pepper would?
Hell, who would ever thought that Jim Beam Fire would go good with Diet Dr Pepper? You know what I mean?
I don't know. That was pretty good. But like you said before we even started that show, that it was a good fall drink, and it is. That's a good fall.
I definitely believe
from October, November, December. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, Jim Beam Fire, Kentucky Fire would definitely be a good fall or winter type drink. But like I said, last week, man, me and my wife and some coworkers that she works with. We went out to eat Bad Daddy Burger, and then we went to the bowling alley, and I got a Jack and Coke, and I was wanting to buy me some Jack, but Jack's, it is a little pricey, especially whatever. But I happened to see that Jim Beam Fireman, and I was like, I don't think I ever tried that, so that's what we went with.
Those of you who don't know, finally, after about 4 months or so, 4 or 5 months, I finally got my sleeve finished up completely. Now, I'm so happy and tickled to death with it. Man, I love it. But anyway.
Yeah, and of course, video upload, I got my tattoo there, and of course, there, so if this video actually saves and everything and upload it to YouTube, anybody that's on Spotify, please go to the YouTube channel. It is also called Laughs on Drafts. It's a picture of me and him drinking some beers as the picture. So check it. Check the videos out. Leave some comments and everything. Speaking of which,
get to see me be retarded.
Real quick before we get started, we talk about tattoos, and I eventually want to do a tattoo here, and then up here as well. So I want to kind of do this whole arm as well, and something I haven't really decided, narrowed it down yet. But me and him, this motherfucker, we actually been talking about doing a best friend tattoo.
I've been seeing a lot of them done here recently.
You want to tell him what we're going to get, though?
Well, I can.
You want to tell him?
Alright, so he's going to get a set of nuts, and I'm going to get a dick. No. Don't get the wrong idea. We're close, but we ain't that. So, what we're thinking is that we both watched SpongeBob growing up. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to get Patrick Star. He's going to get SpongeBob.
I'm going to get it right over my left chest, over my heart.
And I'm going to get mine right here on my right side of my chest.
And so when, my wife is playing with me and, we're getting busy and everything like that, she'll be, playing with my nipples. She see that tattoo and think of my buddy,
But, no, it's going to be a SpongeBob Patrick. So, let's see here. Yeah. Patrick's going to be right here. He's going to be facing outward this way. And, he's going to be sitting in front of his rock.
Yeah.
and he's gonna be on the phone giggling. Well, SpongeBob is gonna be right here facing out, towards my side, on the telephone in front of the pineapple, giggling, and that is gonna be our friend tattoos. So that's what we're thinking.
I have a little bubble going up that says 24.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
For those, that seen that episode,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So again, I don't know why I've not really put a lot of thought into the episodes, or the Lord didn't drinks are kicking my ass. What was going to talk about this week? I've actually gone back to work. I've been at work the last couple weeks. Real quick. Went to physical therapy the weekend before last, or the week before last, and I surpassed all their tests they did. So they said that I don't need no more physical therapy. My hand, it still bugs me, but they told me to get some athletic tape, which I actually did, and it's supposed to help, with whatever. I'm pretty buzzed right now. What am I going
Swelling and all the
Not swelling.
Movement.
Yeah, movement and shit. Like I can't think. I'm like fucking buzzed right now.
Yeah, disoriented.
Yeah. So, trying to get back into swinging of things at work and everything. They're actually teaching me how to run one of the machines at work. Before I went out, I was just standing on rock and shit like that. And so now I'm learning a new skill at work. It's been a challenge, and so I've not really put a lot of thought into what we was going to talk about. So I reached out to a couple friends on my Snapchat. A friend that lives out in Texas, Leah Shelton. No related to this motherfucker, as far as I know.
I don't know.
There's a lot of Sheltons out there. They get busy. No, I'm just kidding. Who knows? It's a possibility. But anyway, she lives out in Texas, and she says, "Why don't you talk about sexual harassment at work? Because apparently she deals with some of that at work." And I was like, "Well, that's kind of funny because a buddy of mine, he's just joking around, but he touched my ass the other day at work." He went like, he said, "I'm gonna bend over here." He's like,
yeah.
Like right in the damn crack, and I'm like, dude, I'm in sweating. It's hot. Like, why would you do that? Oh god.
Oh man, there's so much stuff that that falls along with that. Especially in my workplace, man. I'm telling you, this happens so many times. A couple people got fired for that shit, but yeah.
But yeah, when he did that, I just turned around and went. I put my hand over my mouth and said, "Ooh." No, so this has really nothing to do with sexual harassment, but it was kind of funny. It was like a funny story. So last week I was sitting there and I was running a machine, and one of the programmers that come out and give us the paper to run the program on the rock to cut it down to whatever design it needs to be, was out there. He came out there and was giving the paper, and we was talking and everything like that. And I got distracted and put the wrong program in the computer, and so I fucked up. I fucked up the damn blade. A blade's supposed to be flat. This motherfucker was bent by the time I got done with it. And so, I had to. Luckily, the rock didn't get messed up too much, so that it was able to be sanded and get fixed. So that was awesome. But it was funny. So I was focused and everything, trying to get the right program in and everything like that. And out of the corner of my eye, because I'm looking at the computer, corner of my eye, I see somebody walking. I don't know who it was. So I just stuck my finger out like this right here, because I thought it was the guy Kobe that was coming to me and everything, wanting to talk to me or whatever. And so I stuck my finger out like this. And so it was actually another guy and everything like that. He got like he didn't get like offended like he was mad, but he's like, "You're such an asshole." He's like, because I thought it was the other guy. And I said, "I thought you was him and everything." And I said, "I didn't see who was coming. I just seen somebody walking my way." And I was like, "Give me a minute, 'cause I'm focused here."
Yeah.
And he's like, "If I can flip you off without getting fired," he's like, "I would." And I got to talking to him. I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "What?" I said, "If we flip somebody off at work and get fired," he's like, "I don't know if you get fired." He said, "But you definitely would get written up." I'm like, "Why?" Like, it's because we got cameras, of course, in the building and everything. I'm like, I guess they could be taken out of context, but like something like that, like he flipping me off, like I'd have found funny because, like,
Oh yeah.
the situation. But I guess if the people in the office would have been like, read that whole situation different.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It was. I mean, it was a funny story, but yeah, my friend Leah says that she just got a job working night security at a company. I'm not sure where. And so a lot of truck drivers come in and out or whatever. And they were like asking her questions and shit like that. And of course, she lets it roll off her back and shit. But yeah, she's like, "You need to talk about sexual harassment." I'm like, "I'm a guy, so really don't have to deal with too much of that, But I just,
So I got to give you one of my work. I'm talking about getting fired over that shit.
yeah,
So there used to be this girl that worked over at Central States. I'm not gonna mention her name. But she was a smoke show, but she was banging. She was hot. I ain't gonna lie. But um, no, she stayed over, like to help first shift. She was working third, and I was driving truck. At this time, and she was working on the floor when I was in there. But she got fired for something later on down the line. I never knew what, but I do know that whenever uh, whenever she stayed over one day, um, she was in the break room and somebody heard, and my supervisor walked in, and he's like, "Well, what are you doing?" And she's, uh, "I'm looking for something for breakfast or something like that right there." And I don't know if he grabbed himself or what, but uh, he said, he said, "I got some sausage you can have." He said, "Up here up under the desk, if you want that." And well, she picked just like all the rest of the guys, but
yeah,
somebody else heard that
yeah,
at the same time,
yeah.
reported it, and at the end of the day, he was gone, terminated, fired. And I was like, "Holy shit!" Which granted, you don't say shit like that right there. I mean, and then, but I mean, hell, at our work, there's people that flip people off all the time.
Yeah.
Cuss at them, all great shit. Which ours is a little bit more, a little bit more different.
Right.
It's one of them don't ask, don't tell type deal things. Kind of like this one truck driver got. I ain't gonna state his real name, but Vernon. He's just he's a character dude. And I mean, like, if you try to like pick with him, like how we and you pick, whatever, me and you, we tell us we did some screwed up shit together, but
Yeah.
this son of a bitch right here, he will take and grab a handful of dick and balls. He'd be like, I'm like, "Hey, honey, how are you right there?" He'd be like, "Good, you." And just reach and grab, and just like a handful of them. Okay. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, golly, dude. And he's just like, He's like, oh yeah. He said, don't think I'm scared. He said, I'll reach up there and get me. He said, get me my handful, whatever.
So okay, so here, all right. Here's my thing. Okay, so I'm not saying that like I know sexual harassment can be a big thing, a big deal, male and female stuff like that. But like, how much I say? You work with a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And my company is nothing but guys. I mean,
Right.
where I work at, I'm not saying that our main facility is in Pennsylvania, so that I don't know
Right.
if there's male, female working, you know what I mean. But my company in Mount Airy, like, we're all guys. And so, like, when a guy, he touched my ass the other day, I didn't think nothing about it. I thought it was funny. I looked at him and was like, ooh, like,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah,
but
don't be a sore character about it. You know what I mean?
yeah, so that's my thing. Like, okay, so like, I'm not saying the guys in the office are like a stickler or whatever, anything like that. But I mean, you looking at the cameras and you see a situation like if we work together and you did something and I was like like fuck you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a joke. But they, I don't know, like, I know sexual harassment can be a big deal and everything like that, but like, but I think sometimes, not all the time, but I think sometimes people get offended over the stupidest shit. Not really sexual harassment, just
Well,
stupid
they
shit.
do. It's just it's today's world that makes them like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I take a lot of shit, man. I, my buddies they talk shit about me and drivers and all that stuff. But at the same time, I give it back too.
Right. You can't.
But
I mean, the way the world is, like, there's not a lot of people like us that just let shit roll off their back. Too much. It's like everybody gets in arms over like the dumbest shit. Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't. I mean, we deal with so much in, our work life and even our personal life, like, bills and, responsibilities. So, like, when I come over here and don't really have to focus on work life or a whole lot of responsibilities, like, I still think about that shit, but it's like not at not the first thing I think about. I'm here
yeah,
over here, we're doing the podcast and we're drinking beers, we're relaxing, we're shooting the shit, we're having a good time.
yeah,
I'm not thinking about all that other shit. And if you say something to me, I'm not getting offended because like of whatever reason. You
just
know what I mean?
dwells on you.
Yeah. So some people, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, we deal with so much in our personal life. Like, you gotta let some of that shit just roll off your back.
I think that a biggest part of it is some of the people that you may be around. Some people you might get a false reading from.
Yeah, I also think too. I mean, it's like even in relationships back when we was teenagers, early 20s, and we was trying to find that right person. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right,
Like,
right.
and I'm not saying that I had done it myself, and I'm sure, but you pretend to be somebody you're not. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like, you change these little minute details about yourself or your personality a little bit.
the typically the shit that makes you.
Yeah,
Right.
you try to be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
You're not who you are behind closed doors. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and I feel like one of my stepdads actually brought this up to me one time. He's like, there is a 3 month warranty on a relationship. He said for the first 3 months, a man or a woman will you be nice, sweet, this, that, whatever.
Right.
And like after that 90-day is up, you see their true colors. You see who they really are.
Yeah, that it pretty much tells you. And
Yeah,
typically there's a lot of truth to that
yeah.
because you think about it, a lot of relationships that are just flings, how long do they normally last?
About
About
90 days.
about
Yeah,
three
if you really
months.
think about it, yeah. Because when I was a teenager, even my early 20s, like I said, most relationships I had would end before that 90 days, before the 3 months. Like, after about a month or so, you start seeing their true colors and stuff like that. And again, I'm not blaming every girl I dated.
No,
Like,
no,
I mean, I changed shit about myself, and I eventually got to the point I'm like, I'm gonna be the who I fucking am.
that's it.
I drink, I cuss, like, I like to have a good fucking time. Of course, I take my responsibilities seriously and everything like that. Especially getting older and everything. I mean, but I still like to have a good fucking time when you come over here and drink a little bit, just relax. Not try to have responsibilities on the top of my list, and and everything like that. But I've also gotten to the point where it's not just relationships as far as boyfriend girlfriend. It's also friendship. I think
Yeah,
people, change after 3 months, or it might take a little bit longer than 3 months, but you start seeing their true colors, and they start getting offended and more irritated with you, and then you eventually are the last man out.
yeah. Oh, stupid shit.
Yeah,
Usually.
yeah, over dumb shit. Like, it's not even not fucking serious, man. And it's like,
What
yeah,
do you do?
I mean, in my opinion, you back away. I mean,
That's it.
yeah, I
If
like
they, I mean,
like you
if you're
said,
trying to be, if you're trying to put forth, well, it's just like a relationship.
yeah,
If you're trying to put forth effort and you're the only one doing it,
like you said,
that's not gonna work.
when we saw about it a while ago today, like, you said, 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, essentially, that's it. Yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to get in that attitude, so like, you know what? If you want to treat me,
I told you, and a lot of that right there comes from your everyday life.
yeah, and like, I understand, like, I get, especially, dealing with the last several months of me, injuring my hand and everything in the wintertime and depression. Like, it can be, it's serious. It really is. Like, I mean, I really got down. Like, I mean, I know I talked about this in my some of the previous episodes. I got down, I got depressed. I had to talk to my doctor about getting on something just to change my mood.
Yeah.
And
Been there, done that.
so, like, I understand life can get hard and stressful and stuff like that, but I don't feel like if if you're going through a depression or you're down or whatever like that, I understand not talking to people as much, but you should also respect their wishes. Like, so, like, for example, like, if I'm depressed
Right.
and you're hitting me up like, hey, buddy, let's get together this weekend and go out kayaking, or let's go on the pontoon
Yeah.
boat. Like, dude, I'm just not feeling it, man. I'm down, I'm out, and you just keep like pestering me about it and everything. Like, that's not a friend. You know what I mean? Like, if like, you'd be like, hey, what's going on, brother? I know you haven't talked to me in a couple weeks. What's going on? Like, that's a true friend. You know what I
Well,
mean?
this between that, I mean, it's kind of like, um, you know, asking somebody, hey, you want to go out on the boat? You want to go fishing?
Yeah.
No, man, I'm kind of down now. Well, that's when you be like, if you care, don't keep just force them to try to come. Just be like, okay, first figure out the problem.
What's
And if
like,
you're a friend, figure out what the problem is.
like,
And okay, what's been going on? Talk about it. And I don't know. And then eventually, you just kind of like, All right, man. Well, um, offers on the table, buddy. I mean, it might help you if you get out of the house, and you're
Mm.
more than welcome to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You know, that's like I said that to Kyle today. My I guess you would say my stepfather-in-law, and going on the boat, and he was just like, "Nah, not today." Um, I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" I tired, neck's hurt, and all that stuff. So, needless to say, you know, we didn't go out on the boat, and you know, because I wasn't gonna pressure him. I mean, like, if his neck was hurting, all that stuff, and had been bothering, I tried to help him out. I'm like, okay, is there anything I can do? Can we take you to the doctor? Is there any certain medicine you need that I can bring to you? Um, and he's like, no. He said, I got some anti-inflammatories. He said, I've been taking. So, can I see how that works out? But, therefore, again, I wasn't lost like, come on, fucker, get your shit together. Let's go. Let's go on the boat. He wasn't feeling like it, so we didn't go. I mean, which we went last weekend, but we didn't go this weekend.
Yeah.
And but like I said, I don't know what he's done to his neck or whatever. But like I said, the offer was on the table. I didn't pressure him, and so therefore it was.
Right.
Um, but anyway, yeah.
Just what was I gonna say? I don't know. I just guess like some people don't understand that sometimes you just don't feel like talking on a daily basis. I mean,
No.
hell before we started doing those podcasts, we would go weeks, even months without talking. And then like one day you send me a video on Facebook or TikTok, and then we have a short conversation. Like no time has passed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, but that's being like who we are. Like we been friends for a long fucking time. You know what I mean? Just how we roll. But it's like, if you don't text somebody on a daily basis, it's like, well, where the fuck you at? I'm like, what the
Man,
fuck?
motherfucker, I ain't gotta be up your ass 24/7.
No, I
You know,
don't.
I mean,
I got my own
he
shit.
knows I'm a truck driver.
Right.
A lot of times, he'll message me. I'll see his message, and if I don't get to him back right then, whatever, and if I forget, he'll call me. Being a truck driver, texting is not our friend. We have to have physical phone calls to try to get stuff squared away, because texting and driving and one of them things, you get a big fine.
Yeah, my thing is too. It's like what he's saying. Like he's a truck driver. I'm like he can't be text like he was just saying he can't text and drive. So if I send him a video on TikTok, I think he would enjoy. He might watch it.
It might be a couple of days.
Yeah, it might be a couple hours before you see it, and then it might be a day or two before he either responds or he sends me something. But like, I know he's a truck driver. I know he's gone, several days out of the week and everything like that. And I know, what his job is, and I know that he's not gonna be able to text me right then and there when I text him. I mean, there's times he sends me videos, and I mean, of course, I'm not a truck driver, nothing like that, but I get busy with my job, and I mean, he knows that, and he doesn't try to, well, where the fuck you at? Why the fuck you ain't texting me?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be up your ass, man.
Right.
And why? Because he's a grown man.
Yeah, and I mean, I might text him later on that
We used to do
evening.
that shit as teenagers, but hell, we didn't have no responsibilities then either.
Right. Like, we had jobs, but nothing serious, not like now. I mean, and of course, I get home at about 5 o'clock in the evening, take a shower, cook supper for my daughter and myself, watch a couple episodes of some TV show, and then I'll be like, watch the video he sent me, and then I'll be like, laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, watching videos of sexual harassment in the workplace.
yeah, I don't know how we kind of got off that topic, but it is what it is. But yeah, sexual harassment, don't do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're a guy
Right. I mean,
with another guy.
but but no, it becomes different when guys and other guys, they do stuff different. I mean, there's a lot of people I pick with, kind of like me and Zach pick with, but at the workplace. But at the same extent, though, me and Zach, we take it a little bit further. That if we walked in and done some of the shit we done, they'd be walking us out in fucking 10 minutes. I promise you that. Right after the morning meeting or whatever, hellfire, they'd be like,
you motherfuckers get out of here.
Get the fuck out. What? I mean, he showed me his wiener. What the fuck? I don't know. No, wouldn't be nothing like it right there. But we playing find the stick inside the damn thing, running through the fucking damn piece of concrete. So shit.
There will be times I'll be at work or he'll be at work, and if he's not driving the truck or whatever, and I'll be in the bathroom, and of course I'm covered, but I'll hold the camera out and I'll take a picture of myself shitting.
Yeah, what it'd be like.
And he'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then we send it to each other.
Oh, yeah. And there's been times that, and really it's kind of like battle shits. Really, it's just kind of like, where's the other person at right now? It's just like, boom. And there's been like 2 or 3 different times I'll get a message back instantly because guess what? He's on the shitter too in a different place. I'm like, goddamn.
Oh, that's just hilarious.
Oh, man. Busting mud missiles at the same
dropping
time.
A deuce.
Oh,
because I'm like, normally, like, I get a message from you. It's like, oh, he sent an attachment, and it was like, I don't get a whole lot of pictures. So when I says Junior sent you a photo, and I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm making sure nobody's around when I'm with this motherfucker, because you never know with this motherfucker. And the same with me. And of course, we don't show like our
we have a very raw and crude sense of humor.
Honestly, if you didn't know us personally, you would think we was gay together. Like, you would think, yeah.
Yeah, just because we do just dumb shit.
Yeah.
But.
And I can't do that with any of my other friends.
Dude, and they're like. Well,
they get all upset about it.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same thing. I got friends that would think like, God, you're fucking weird. I'm like, no, I'm not weird. I might be weird to you, but I might be weird to anybody watching this video.
Yeah.
But let's just be real here. Me and him, we picked around like this right here for years and everything. He's married. I'm married. Our wives even know how we pick around.
My wife honestly thinks I'm gay for you. I'm like, babe, I'm not gay. I promise. I'm not. I promise.
No, because if that was the case right there, if he was gay, I was gay, we would have established that shit a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit is not happening. But yeah.
Only behind closed doors.
Yeah, I don't feel like taking a damn rod up the ass.
It's little, so you're not gonna feel much of it.
Speaking of which, last weekend when we did go out to the lake, so everybody is out there drinking, and shit. I'm not drinking. I'm driving the boat. I think I had one truly at the start of the day. About midday, 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that, and we're anchored down fishing. Where I caught that bass I showed you.
Yeah.
And, well, so Kyle gets up and he's like, I gotta piss. And everybody's like, and my mother-in-law, my wife, they're all like, I gotta pee. So I'm like thinking, what can we do? So we're at Blues Creek, and there's a power dam reservoir. It's a coal-fired power plant. And it's one of the most efficient power plants, but it causes that lake water to be super warm. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's a nuclear power plant." No, it's not. It's coal fired. That's done been established. The water is completely beautiful. It is one of the best looking lakes, in my opinion, in North Carolina. Um, and so I'm letting I let the ladder down in the back at the back of the boat, and they get down. They just climb down the ladder, get in the water like they're swimming, and they just be in the water. Well, and they're in bathing suits, and me and Kyle we're just wearing shorts. So yeah, so Kyle's out there. He's like, I got to pee. So he goes and stands on the back. He's holding to the bend rail, and um, and so they got like these seagull type birds. I don't know which they're not seagulls, but they kind of they mimic them a little bit. But, and they sound exactly like a seagull. They go yeah 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 when they're flying over and all that shit. So we're sitting out there and it's perfect timing, whatever. And so Kyle's standing out the back of the boat. There's boats going by, whatever. And and I was like, Kyle, there's boats coming by. He's like, he said, it's okay. He said, we're spinning. He said, he's like, they can't see me from where I'm standing or whatever. And then this bird comes flying over, goes, yeah, 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 whatever. And Chastity looks at it and said, she said, that bird's going to come down here and snatch that thing. I said, no, I said, not right now. He's too busy laughing right now. Oh my God, we got kicks out of that shit, man. It was, man, it was funny.
That's funny.
Caught my first fish of the season last week, man. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, that was.
I haven't done any fishing this year. I've been waiting for April to get here because the last time I went fishing before April, I got a $250 damn fine for fishing in trout waters that I did not know was trout waters.
Yeah, no, unless it's marked. I mean, like I said,
I think it was, but like I said, like I don't really do a lot of fishing while it's cold outside. So I think it was like the second or third week of March, like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really pay attention to the markers. And anyway, I wound up getting a ticket. And I wasn't even fishing for trout. I don't really fish for trout. I fish for like catfish, bass, just shit like that, but it didn't matter. I wound up getting a ticket. And then I could have got out of it, but, they wanted to continue it. And I had to take off work already to go to that damn court date. And I was like, fuck this shit. I'm just going to pay it.
Yeah.
And the judge is like, well, I mean, you could probably get out of it if you come back. I'm like, and it's another day at work?
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to go downstairs and pay the shit. I'm going to be done with it. So I typically don't do any fishing until like the first weekend in April.
Yeah. So that's when my grandpa says all the fishing is the best is in like the second, third week in April. But
I love how we started off with sexual harassment and came back to the damn fishing thing like we did last week. We was talking about fishing and shit.
You, man, like I said, I think it's going to be a big hit. We start talking about it, and especially doing reviews and shit on fish that we're catching, where we're fishing at, and what kind of shit we're using. Which is a matter of fact, I finally, I've always known how to use open face reels, but I've never been good with bait casters.
Mm.
I finally figured out I've not mastered it, but I've got it kind of down to where
I don't think I've ever used a bait yet. So I've always used open face.
You really got to be careful with those right there. If not, you'll have a damn bird's nest.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So the only thing I could really say, catching bass and brim and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that use bait casters for them, but at the same sense, I mean, like that bass that I caught, I've caught 5 and 10, I've caught 5-pound bass, with Zebco 33, reeled them in just fine.
Yeah.
The only thing I can really see using a bait caster for or a heavy. You can use open face for anything. I mean, that's open face are like just enriched, open to any kind of thing because you can get ocean rods open faced, or you can get a crappy rod, or you can get a little bitty
Yeah, I
brim
tell you,
rod.
open face is amazing because I mean, you can sit here and that thing can be submerged in water and still come up and work fine. You get a damn the like a
Enclosed case,
yeah
yeah, zip
enclosed
case.
case like a zip code like a 202 and shit like that.
The 33s, the 202s is they're okay.
I actually had a 202 and it was decent. Like I actually found it on the side of the road. I took it home, cleaned it up and everything, and then I bought a rod for it and had it for several years. But it started messing up, so I don't use the reel no more. But the rod's still pretty good. I just need to
Yeah,
get a different reel for it. But I mean, damn, the damn two, like it worked really good. And
I've caught some major catfish, but the 33s are where it's at. Now, Zebco's got a new one now. I saw it the other day. It's called the Romeo, and I'm just like, it's either the Rome or the Romeo, one of the two. But I mean, it's a ball bearing throw.
I tell you, the best reel I've used in the last 10 years is Abby Garcia's.
Well,
I mean, yeah, I went to Walmart and bought me one for $50 and put it on a reel or a rod. And I'm telling you right now, I love Abby Garcia's, man. Them things, even being a Walmart like $50, that motherfucker holds up. It does. Like I mean, I've had to actually go into the water after my damn pole because the damn catfish had pulled the damn thing into the water, and I mean, jumped into that and grabbed it
yeah.
and pulled that motherfucker back in, and it continues to work even soaking wet.
So that's Abu Garcia and Ambassador, same thing,
Yeah.
same company, everything. That's all my grandpa uses, especially when he was ocean fishing. So the bait caster I got is Ambassador by Abu Garcia.
Yeah.
It is about a $200 reel on about $100 rod.
Yeah, that's about
And
what I got. My grandpa gave me three rods, and they're probably about 100, $150 a piece. And I
yeah,
bought a $50 reels to go on each one of them. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean those three are like my main ones. I got about 10 fishing poles, and those three are the ones I use the most.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, and
I'll probably use them tomorrow. I really need to put some new wire string on it, but I mean I probably want tomorrow.
try now. Try this right here or whatever. Or whenever you come back, if you
Yeah.
want to reline some reels or whatever, I'm going to reline some. If I can, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow evening. If I can't, I'm going to do it sometime this week because I've got two open face reels. I love using them. Throw good, everything. I mean, it's just that the line is on that came on them.
Yeah.
I guess it's just where they're wound so tight and they've stayed there for so long.
Oh yeah.
It's just springed.
Every time I buy a new reel, I take that string off and replace it. Like I mean, I don't care. Like I always do that with every reel I buy because, like you said, that I think it's wound so tight and it sits there so long that it's just crap. So I'll take all that damn string off and restring it.
Yeah. And that's one thing I got to do. And I was told, and I was told by the open face. I don't know if you've used it or not, but you keep in mind if you do use it, you have to have like leaders on the end. Pretty much, you have to buy hooks or either make your own leaders with standard fishing line to give it the stretch. But as far as the line itself, I was told use braided line. So I went and bought 300 yards of Suffolk's 20-pound braided line, and people swear by it. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna do some reviews before or watch some reviews on YouTube before I do it and replace it with the suffix braided line. Man, I mean it stays, it holds, it doesn't spring. And I'm just like, man, it's been coiled up on the stock reel for like just ain't no telling how long. But
I'll be honest with you. Other than I think last year, I was using spider wire.
spider wire, that's
But I think they have changed something, and like I had a little bit of trouble with spider wire last year when I reran my lines.
I've heard good stuff about spider wire. I've never used it.
Spider wire, like I said, I had a little bit of trouble last year, so I don't know if they might have changed something or whatnot. But like other than last year, like I've used spider wire for like many years, and like it's always been good. Like I mean, I loved it up until last year. Like I don't know. I don't know if I just bought some bad wire, line, or they changed something or whatnot. I mean, I might try it again this year, and if I have any trouble, I might switch it to something else. But spider wire is, I mean, it's pretty decent. I mean, for the most part. So.
My grandpa, he likes trilene, pretty good trilene
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
I mean, he uses 20-pound trilene at the ocean, and which reels in. I mean, he's reeled in almost 60-pound stripers.
Right.
Big mothers off 20-pound line. You gotta let them wear themselves out first, but you can get them in.
Right.
And it was just, I don't know. And I still got it out there. I mean, like I said, I gotta tighten up some things on. Like I said, it's an older reel, but I learned how to throw on that reel, and I'm gonna make that my catfish rod. And I'm gonna make my other two, so a couple catfish rods as well. Just gotta set the drag on those and kind of go from there whenever it's all said and done. But I'm hoping that even if we're not on the boat, I really want to go do some fishing this year. Because I mean, I've done got the fever now after catching my bass last week and all that good stuff, man. I'm ready.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. All in all, don't do sexual harassment to other people.
Yeah, don't do sexual harassment, and don't try to fucking. Don't try to do stupid shit with fishing reels.
Yeah. Good advice, right? But yeah, like I said,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to have drunk.
I'm buzzing, and it's almost like midnight. I'm tired. We really gotta start this shit earlier in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know why we wait till like the last minute to do these motherfuckers.
I don't know. We'll have to do something different, or either. Shit, hell, man, we might even get this motherfucker out on the boat somewhere.
We should do that. I think we should do an episode out on the boat. The sound may be shit, but I think it'd be awesome.
I think we should take and do a video on the boat.
Yeah.
I really think that right there would be awesome.
It'd be fun.
I mean,
and then when you get your pull back up, this summer we'll do some more wingers in the water videos.
Yeah, man.
I think we did 1 or 2 last year.
I like them shoes.
Oh, I love my Brooks, man.
Man, where'd you get those at?
Shoe and stuff down there with
Staples.
Yeah. I like going down there because.
Let me see one of those. Dude.
Yeah, they're nice. I know. I mean, I know he's a little bit more expensive, but
he likes colorful shoes.
I do, just
like I do. Man, we're some colorful motherfuckers. And no, we're not gay. Goddamn it.
The last pair I had were red with green laces, and then the pair before I had was like bright green. But shoe and stuff, like, I mean, I know they're a little bit more expensive, but if you take cash in there, he typically knocks off like $20 to $30 off of.
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
I know the shoe store over there at the mall has Brooks, and they're like typically like a lot cheaper, but I don't know. I like supporting small businesses, and I mean I've been going to him for years, and I love his shit, so that's where I go. My wife don't understand, but
Well, that's where Keith and Amy go too. So
yeah,
I hear a lot of good things about it. So
I do. I love it. So no sexual harassment. Do some fishing. Buy you some Brooks. Drink you some Jim Beam honey.
I'm telling you,
We're wrapping this shit up.
But hopefully, we'll be coming at you with some videos on a boat here soon. Maybe try to catch some fish. I mean, well, we ain't supported by no damn great big old outdoors channel or nothing like that. So
we wouldn't mind being supported by some kind of big old company from somewhere. Because I want to get paid for this shit.
Ranger boats or damn nitro bass boats, some shit.
Abby Garcia fishing line or poles and reels and shit.
Yeah, I mean, damn it'd be nice, but like I said,
Ultra Gold, come on, guys, support us.
But we ain't about none of that right there. We're
Nah, like from the start, like I mean. We do this for fun. I mean, it would be kind of cool to make a little extra cash on the side doing this, but we never do. I mean, we don't.
Yeah, 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it, man.
Right.
I mean,
so
we're two grown guys. I mean, but
we
love to get out here and fish too. But like I said, things are gonna change up here this year, and like I said, I think we're gonna do a lot more reviews because we love fishing so much. It seems like how we go from sexual harassment to sucking dick inside the bathroom, inside the workplace, all the way to damn putting your thumb in a fish's mouth and you dick in a catfish ass or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, let's
I know what he's been doing when he goes catfishing.
Yeah.
I don't put my dick nowhere near a catfish ass.
Don't do that right there. If they get squirmy, they stick you right there. I got a big old hole in the side of my leg now. So.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I never tried that shit. I ain't going to. But y'all be good. We'll holler at y'all next go around. We're gonna try to do this a little bit earlier. Hopefully, we're on the boat next time.
Yeah, hopefully. But real quick, I mean, if you enjoy us, follow us, reach out, give us some ideas about another, topic that we could talk about.
Yeah, like
Shout out to my friend Leah for giving us the suggestion to talk about sexual harassment. Don't do it because not.
No, not unless you just really, really, really want to lose your job and everything. And I don't know how I don't know how unemployment does with something like that. But if that's what you want, by all means, go.
Unless you're just best friends for like 20
go in there
years.
And tell one of the ladies that works in your office and just say it out loud. Be like, look, I want you to sit on my face and I want you to come all over me, and then I want to stick my dick in your ass. And then be like, well, you feel that stone right there?
That's a kidney stone. I don't know.
But anyway, y'all be good.